All right, so welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me for my second Social Media 101 class. Hi. So it's hard for me to know like who's on the screen. I really can't see that, who's watching. So if you are, just feel free to chime in, ask questions. Thank you for being here. 2 weeks ago, I did another social 101 class, and we really covered the basics because of what I found is that a lot of those people are not using social media. So I covered the basics. We talked about Facebook and Instagram profiles and how they should look, and then we dug in a little bit on each platform. Today we're going to cover video. Instagram, we're going to dig into Instagram. We're going to talk about stories, the feed, live video on Instagram, and reels. So for starters, does everyone have a business account for Instagram? We talked about that last week, but I just want to really cover that really quickly and briefly. If you don't have an Instagram business account, if you have a personal account, you should really have a business account, because with a personal account, it's pretty much private. You don't want to be a secret agent. So with a business account, it's public. You can share a mix of personal and business to your Instagram business account. Just, obviously you don't want to, share your deepest, darkest secrets, but you definitely want to share some personal information about you. This way people can get to know you a little bit, at least on the surface. So yeah.
Can we make the personal public?
I don't believe that you can. Oh. So yeah, but you're in business, so you really want a business account. There are other reasons to have a business account with Instagram. You can see, oh my gosh, what am I looking for? You can see your stats.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the reason I like to look at stats, it's not because I want to see, the numbers so much. It's not really about numbers with social media, even though a lot of people focus on the numbers. It's more important to have the right followers than a lot of followers. But I do look at the numbers because I can get a sense of what's working in my social media. So I might post like a few different types of posts, and one is getting a lot of views, the other one not so much. I can just basically judge like what is working, what my followers are looking at, what they like to see. So you can look at your stats with a business account. You can't do that with a personal account. And there are a lot of fun tools when you have a business account also that Instagram gives you to use when you're posting or when you're going live or when you're sharing stories. So yeah, so you definitely want a business account. And it's easy to switch to a business account. All you need to do is, I can show you after class, or if anybody wants to know, I can explain it, but it's really in your settings. It's like the click of a button.
Oh, so you can still keep what you have, just switch it to.
Yeah,
okay.
It changes to a business account and nothing goes away. So everything that you've posted up until now is going to remain there. Your account is just going to convert to a business account. It's very easy. Does anyone have any questions about that?
Does that follow suit with Facebook?
So
I know they're both the same, right?
With Facebook, I have a personal account and a business account. Facebook's a little bit different than Instagram. For Facebook, your business account is really where you want to share everything business, and your personal account, everything personal. I don't share any personal on my business account, but I will take information that I posted on my business account in Facebook and then share that over to my personal page. So on my personal page, I don't want to share too much business, but every now and then, if I have a really good post or something that I really feel like, my friends might want to know about, then I'll share it from my business page to my personal page. Okay, so
I'm sorry. Did you say you're gonna wait to do the change from person to business after class, or?
Oh, you could do it now if you want, or you can do it
If anybody wants
after.
to do it, we can do it now so they know what to do.
Okay, well, does anybody else want to? I keep looking over there, like if I could see people, but I really can't. If you want to change
They all have
your
their names
account.
on, they have their cameras off, so hi guys.
If you go into Instagram and you go into not your feed, not the home page. So if you look at the bottom of your screen, all the way over to the right, there's a little person icon.
Okay.
If you click on that, then click on the 3 bars at the top.
Got it.
Click on settings.
Got it.
And from there, you should be able to change, let's say, do you see anywhere that it says business account or?
It does say business here.
And if you click on that, what do you get?
It says ad payments, branded content ads, saved reply, frequently asked questions, minimum age, and monetization status. What does that mean?
That's if you have a business account. What if you click on account?
Account. Wait. Oh, you mean on the other page? Okay. Oh, I got it. Okay.
And then all the way at the bottom of the list, you'll see switch account type.
Oh, got it. Okay, switch to personal account, switch to creator. Oh, maybe it is a business account.
You have a business account already.
Oh, I do? How do you know that? How bad I am. This is why I need this class.
That's okay.
So
we're all learning together.
Is this considered, how do I know that this is a business account?
Well, it looks exactly the same.
Oh.
Except for when you try to maybe create a post or a story or do a reel, then you notice the different tools that Instagram gives you
so then
in
I'm
a business account. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So for everyone that's on Instagram, are you posting on Instagram? How often are you posting?
I'm back. I'm the worst. I'm supposed to post like a lot. I don't. And the most I do is stories, which I know it should be more than that.
Stories is awesome. I love stories. Yeah, we'll talk about stories. What about you?
I don't post much.
Do you have an Instagram account?
I do.
Okay.
Is yours business?
Just went into it to look at it, and that's why I'm taking this class.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're learning. But
so I have no clue. I see accounts and I click on accounts and I don't see any places says business.
I can show you how you know. So
is everybody watching okay with that? Does anybody have any questions in regard to setting up your business account?
Oh, see, switch to professional. So he's just personal because it said switch to professional account.
Okay.
So click on that and then continue. And then it says what best describes you. I guess that's what your business is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be it doesn't say realtor. Actually something.
You know what? If you want, after the class, I can sit with you and we can go through it together.
Yeah, because he's his personal stuff.
Okay. So now we'll take care of that.
I learned something already.
See?
I can tell the difference between personal and business.
My job is done.
All right, let's go, guys.
My job is done. So for people who are using Instagram, as you should be, are you posting in the feed? You said you're doing stories, right? You're doing stories.
Yes.
You're not posting that much. Okay, so are you posting in the feed? Are you sharing stories? Is anyone going live? And is anyone creating reels? So anybody that's listening in on Zoom, are you doing any of the above?
Hi, this is Melissa. I've been trying to do reels and learn how they go. So I've dabbled a little bit and trying to figure it out. And from what I've gathered is and correct me if I'm wrong, you kind of have to do everything at once, right? Like you have to continuously post everything at once, as opposed to maybe adding here and there, like a story.
So Reels is funny. And I have to tell you, like Reels has been around for probably 2 years now. I just recently started using Reels for business because it was just like a whole nother animal to me. And I'm like, I need time to like figure this out, you know, and really the only way to get doing it like anything else is just dive in and start playing with it. Reels, there's a lot of different pieces to Reels. And like I said, I'm relatively new at it. So we're going to talk about Reels. And I'm gonna, you know, give you some references where you can learn more about Reels. But yes, Reels has to be done within the app. It doesn't have to be. So let me change that. You can pre-record a short video and load it into Reels, but the app prefers if you stay within the app. If you create your Reels within the app, it'll show it to more people. Instagram wants you to be on the app. So they'd rather you be in there creating, using the tools that it has to offer you. You can create your reel in separate pieces. And what I recommend is save it as a draft. You know, if you get, you know, where to a point where you need to step away, save it as a draft. You can go back to it and then you can keep adding on. So the fact that you can save to a draft also is helpful, because if you decide that, okay, I have my reel done, it's ready to go, but I'm not ready to post it yet, I want to post it tomorrow at 5 o'clock, you save it as a draft, and then later you just go into your drafts, you grab it and you post it. So I don't know if that answered your question.
My question is going to be even, it's just, I'm a beginner. I'm horrible on social media. What is a reel?
We're going to get to that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. So, wait, I'm sorry. Who was that?
Melissa. That was Melissa.
Melissa.
Yes.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah, for the most part. So I was doing a reel one time, and you know, I don't know, we were out, let's just say we were doing an open house. And then I thought so I posted a little video of myself, like, I guess on the way, let's say, and then thought I could go back and maybe I just didn't know how to save it as a draft. So that's probably the important part, right? And I think I figured that out since then. So being able to save it as a draft means that you can add to it, but does seem like it's a little different than a story where you can, you know, add, post, and keep going. It's a little different than that. So that's what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's true. Like I originally thought like I had to create my reel all at once and post it or I would lose it. And I've learned that, and I actually posted a reel on Saturday that I have been creating for like the past 2 weeks, not consistently, you know, just keep going like back and forth to it. And, you know, I just kept saving what I had done so far as a draft, and it would update the draft. It wouldn't save an additional draft. It would just update my draft, you know, and then whenever I had time to go back into it, I would go back into it and work on it again.
Got it. Understood.
All right. You're welcome. So we're going to back up to the feed again, and we will definitely talk more about Reels. First of all, so feed posts, that's your regular Instagram feed. They're for people that you're already connected to, and that is where a lot of what you post is automatically going, similar to when you post on Facebook. Stories, let's talk about stories. They're similar. They are definitely talking to people that you're already connected to. But with stories help you create connections. They help you create conversation with people. It helps more people just to connect to you. With stories, you want to tell the backstory. You want to show people behind the scenes. You want to share what you're doing that you wouldn't normally share in a regular social media post. Just like I said, the backstory, it gets people to kind of know who you are. It lets them see you, it lets them hear you and kind of interact with you on a real life basis. It gets people to know, like, and trust you. So you use stories, right? What do you use stories for?
Well, the last story I posted was my son. He is in the nationals. So him and his friends, they all went to PA and they all made it to the nationals in Maryland. So I posted a picture of the group just saying congratulations to the boys for their hard work and That's like
so did you post that in your feed and then post it to stories, or did you post it straight to stories?
Probably straight to stories and shared it on my Facebook story as well.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't like, but the thing is, that's what I need to do. I need to do for feed as well. Like I need to be like, when I do something, because I do very, very rare. So when I do it, I should actually put on my Facebook page. I should have it in my feed. I should have it in my stories. I should have it everywhere.
Yeah, so you bring up a good point. Like when you're looking at Instagram, a lot of times people will say, like, should I post it in my feed? Should I post it in my stories? Why post one or the other? Because your audience is looking at your content in different places. Like you might have some people that are only looking at the feed. You might have some people who don't want to look at the feed and are just looking at your stories. So in that case, when you want to share something that you really want to get out to more people, you could technically share it in both places.
Mm-hmm.
Did you share just like the one photo? Or did you share like a few photos?
No, it's one photo.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do.
You can.
Yeah.
You can practice.
I'm probably the worst one in this whole group.
No, not at all. So what you could do though, and stories is kind of what it sounds like. A story. Create a story in your stories. So maybe you show the boys on the way to wherever they're going,
mm-hmm.
right? And like, we're all excited, you know, maybe you take a quick video clip of the excitement and put that in your story, and then show something, post something else to your story, like when you've arrived and here's what's going on, and then maybe your photo, and then maybe something else celebratory, create a story out of that event. You don't have to do that with stories. Sometimes I just put up a post, like every Monday, for example, I have a motivational post that goes into my feed and I share that to my stories just as like start off the week kind of thing. So you don't always have to make a long story out of it, but you can. It's nice so that every time your story switches to the next story, it follows that pattern. Yeah, so how about going live?
Off.
Is anybody listening in? Has anyone gone live on Instagram or Facebook?
I think I saw Melissa go live.
Yeah, she talked about going live at an open house.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
She's good. I had trouble talking public, let alone go live.
So let me explain something to you. And it's so funny. I was talking to Fred before the class started, and Nalini, and I said to them, I am a bundle of nerves right now. So this is not what I do. I don't teach classes. I can talk till I'm purple about whatever on social media because that's what I do. I'm used to doing that. But that actually has helped me become more comfortable in my own skin with talking in front of people in this kind of a setting, even though I don't do this often. So I am nervous. And when I started doing social media, when I started getting on live and when I started getting on video, I was a nervous wreck, like literally a nervous wreck. And I said this in one of our other conversations, like, what was I afraid of? I'm talking to my phone, like, what is there to be scared about, you know? But it's scary, you know, and when you go live, it's might be even scarier because there's no do-overs. And that's what I love about going live is there are no do-overs. You're going live, you don't have to fret about it. You're not gonna watch it 500 times and re-record it 500 times. You're not gonna edit it. You go live and that's it. It is what it is. And it's fun and people can relate to live video better because it's more natural. It's not edited. So while edited video has its place for sure, going live is just more natural for people. They can relate better to it. Yeah, and going live, people can also converse with you while you're live. You'll see messages popping up. People will be going, hey, and like, oh, I love what you're doing, or you're at an open house, I love the house, tell me about the house, you know, so there are definitely advantages to going live. Yeah, so what else? Something else about stories. If has anyone ever commented on your story?
I never checked. Am I supposed to check those?
Well, you'd get a notification.
I'm sure they
saying so-and-so commented on your story.
How do I check that?
In your notifications. So at the top of the feed, there's a heart on the right-hand side. Not if you're on your account page, but if you're in the regular feed.
Heart, okay.
If there's a red dot on the heart, that means you have notifications.
Okay, I do.
Okay, so check your notifications regularly because what you want to do when you get a notification, it's because somebody commented on your post or on your story or they like something.
Oh, I see.
And you want to respond to them to get a conversation going. And the nice thing about stories is when somebody responds to your story, you're gonna get a direct message. So it's not a notification like they're commenting right on your post. It's a private message that comes directly to you.
This is like, okay, so what I've been doing is like, I would see these whenever I went on my messenger. Cause like what I would get is, I guess because I'm also sharing on my Facebook story. So yeah. That's what, okay. So cause instead of going on Instagram, I kept getting messages on my messenger.
But messenger is private messages. So on your notifications, you're gonna get additional notifications.
Cause I was actually getting replies from my messenger.
Okay, that'll show up on your notifications, but if somebody likes your post or comments on your post and it's not a private message, those will show up in your notifications. And when somebody comments on your post, you want to comment back. You want to acknowledge them and try to keep the conversation going. The more interaction there is in your post, the more Instagram is going to show it to more people.
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually lied. My last post was my cousin's birthday party. I took the shoes because I just realized somebody liked it.
Yeah, see that?
So I didn't know what I posted last. That's how bad I am.
That's okay. Any questions about that? Anybody that's on Zoom? Okay.
I think it's important. I was just going to chime in. I think it's important just to post in general. So like I've gotten messages on Facebook. I was somewhere with my kids and they're like, oh my God, how was that? You know, water park. I wanted to go. And then all of a sudden, the next thing I know, she's like, I need help finding an apartment. So I think anything, even if it's not related to real estate is helpful. Just people are interested in what other people are doing and where they're going and just starts a conversation.
Exactly. And that's why, I mean, that's the biggest reason why I use a mix of personal and business on my Instagram business page, just so that people can see me as a person. And so I can share what I'm doing as a person, other than just business, because you're creating relationships. Social media is social, it's a relationship, you know, they're relationship creating platforms. So definitely sharing what you're doing in your personal life is definitely a bonus, something that you should be doing if you're comfortable with it. Not everybody is comfortable with it, but hey, let's face it, I'm not sharing like secrets about myself. I'm sharing things that anybody would know, or, you know, or things that I don't mind sharing. So definitely want to share that personal. Okay, so back to the DMs in stories, the direct messages. When someone comments on your story, you are getting it as a direct message. It's a private message, so you can really start up a conversation with somebody by utilizing the direct messages and stories. I would also go in, look at other people's stories and comment on their stories. You're going to go right into their DMs and you can continue a conversation there. It's a very valuable tool just to keep conversations going. So is there anyone who has not created a story on Instagram? Bill hasn't. Anybody else? Okay. Is everyone familiar with the tools that you have to use within stories? No.
I have no idea.
Let's create a story. So there's different ways that you can create a story. You can share a photo from your camera roll into stories. You can take a photo or a video right within the Instagram app for your stories, or you can share a post from your feed to your stories. So let's go the easiest route first. So why don't everybody go to your page, to your profile, not the main feed, but your profile.
That's the person on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I'm assuming that everyone has posted something here, right? So
it doesn't look like I did any kind of feed at all. I only did stories, I guess.
Okay, so you're gonna do something different. You're gonna click on that little plus at the top of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're gonna click on story. Your camera roll, do photos from your camera show up there?
Yep.
You can either click on a photo that you have there that you want to share in your story, or click on the camera button, take a photo, and then share it to your story.
What of who?
You, Christina, the room, you know, whatever you're doing, whatever you want to do, or you can click on that camera. You can select video and record a little video and then share that to your story.
I do have a picture of the Kinawanto Animal Shelter that we're going to for Red Day. So I wouldn't mind promoting that on May 12th. Come, you know, I guess, I don't know what I would post, but I have a picture at least. I have a picture, I just don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay, did you select that photo through Instagram?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so once you select that photo, you'll see at the top of your screen, there's like a capital A, small a, there's a smiley face, there's like a sparkly thing. Yeah. The infinity is if you want to do a boomerang, but you're not going to do a boomerang with that because boomerang is for something that's moving.
Okay.
So if you click on the letters, you can type something. So type whatever you want to say along with your photo.
Christina, what do I say? You're good at this. It's for Red Day and it's the animal shelter.
Say, like, come to such and such animal shelter on Thursday, May 12th, for a good cause.
Wait, do I do all capital? Because it's all capital.
You can, if you look right at the bottom part of your post, there's different fonts that you can choose.
Okay.
So you can pick whatever font that you like. And some of them are only caps. And some of them you can go, you know, capitals or not.
Thursday, it is Thursday, right? Yeah. May 12th. So I have to do 22.
Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do. This is your
I think
story.
everybody knows we're in 2022.
Yeah, that's right.
Come to Canal Animal Shelter on Thursday, May 12th. What'd you say, Christina?
Oh, to help us with a good cause or something like that.
To here or
Then at the top, there's a little circle. It's like a colorful circle.
Yep.
If you click on that, you can change the color of your font. And when you're done with your font, say done.
if I clicked on the color, it's going like this. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah, that's just another feature that you can use within stories. So when you click done, before you share it, if you look at the square face at the top of your post, if you click on that, there's a lot of other tools in there that you can use.
Location.
There's a lot of them, but we're not going to go through all of them today, but you can click on location. You can type in your location. It's a tag, like when you post your location on Facebook. This way, if anybody is doing a search on Instagram by location, your post will pop up. Mention would be if you want to mention another person's Instagram account. Like sometimes I'll say,
I wonder if they have one.
like, look what Christina's doing. I absolutely love this. And I'll do at Christina's Instagram handle that will tag her in the post. You can ask questions. You can add music. You can do quizzes.
They actually have cited that at, like,
Yeah.
they actually have an Instagram account.
Yeah, you can share a link. You can do a countdown. So if you click on countdown, you can put in the date and time of your event and it'll start a countdown. So there's all different things that you can do here. And if you don't see something that you want to do in those options, if you click in the search bar, so say this is for an animal shelter. So if you click in the search bar and type in dogs, you'll see a whole bunch of dog related things pop up. And if you click on that, it'll add to your story.
Where did you find that again? I'm sorry.
In the search bar.
Search bar. No, wait, no.
She doesn't have one.
You don't have a search bar?
Why am I supposed to have a search bar?
So no, you have to go into the face, look at the top and those bubbles. There's a face, a square face.
Yes.
Click on that.
Oh, okay.
And there, go into the search bar and type in dogs.
Because they're majority cat people.
All right, then type in
Unfortunately,
cat.
they don't have a lot of dogs. Yeah, they can't take the big dogs because they don't have the insurance for it. They can take the little dogs.
Okay, so if you,
So they have mostly all cats. Like right now, they don't have a dog song, like so that.
so type in cat
Mhm.
and you'll see a whole bunch of graphics with cats pop up. If you click on one that you like, it'll add it to your story. And that's just an example of what you can do. You can type anything in the search bar that you're looking for.
I did a song.
You did a song, you used the music, isn't that cool? Captions are really cool too. So if you click on captions, sometimes there are captions, but the only time you'll see captions is if you're talking. So if you post a video of yourself talking, you'll have an option for captions because not everybody is having their volume on while they're going through Instagram. So the captions will show all of your words as you're talking for anybody who doesn't have their volume on. Okay.
Oh, the search was right here. Yeah, and I put cat here, but it's like there's like they're all ugly.
Oh, just pick one. Or you don't have to. You can cancel out of that and just show and just post your.
Yeah. I was like, I thought it'd be cute, you know, like in the, you know, the cats, you know, it's like old
Yeah.
cats there.
But you know what? This is something you can definitely play with over time. There's so many different things that you can use. So I would just pick one and post it.
What else can you do besides location, mention? What does add yours mean?
I'm not sure what that means. Add yours. Let me see.
Like maybe your own picture?
Write a prompt.
Oh, I think it's where it's like, have you seen on social media recently where it's like, add your business partner to this post?
It might be.
Or whatever.
Yeah, it might be. I haven't done it.
And then hashtag, go to a hashtag.
I wouldn't really add hashtags.
Okay.
I don't, I've been told that they don't really matter in stories too much.
Okay. I think like, you know, I think at this point I'm pretty good. I mean,
So then just,
this is what it looks like. So
yeah,
I think
so
it's
then
enough,
just
right?
click your
Or I can
stories
do
at the bottom.
we'll do a picture, but let's go back here and go.
At the bottom, click on your stories. Do you see that? Or do you see
Yeah.
an arrow pointing to the right?
My your stories is for Facebook though. It says Facebook.
Oh no, if you do,
Click on the arrow.
Oh, okay.
and then it'll say.
But can I do also a feed? I want to do something on a feed too.
You
Like
can,
a
but
post?
that's separate.
Oh.
Yeah, you'd have to say
Yeah.
that
Oh, okay. So then what do I do? Just share?
to your story,
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
then you would click share.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do that, Bill,
I
too?
clicked on my story. to get that out.
It did?
There's no turning back. I just did it.
Oh my gosh, let's look at that together after class. All right, you can also create highlights from stories, and I'm not going to talk too much about highlights. I am going to show you what they are though and what the purpose is. I don't really use highlights too much, but it's nice to have. Highlights are these little bubbles that are here.
Wait, how do I get there?
If you haven't, this is in my, this is on my profile. This is in my account. So if you go to your profile,
Oh,
screen,
I do see one highlight. I didn't do it. I guess it was an accident.
it might have been.
So I click on that. And what does that mean? What
Well,
does it
you
mean?
somehow created a highlight. So highlights are created from your stories. So once you create a story, if you go into your story, right from within like the story that you just created, there's a button at the bottom and you can click on highlight.
Okay.
And you can create a highlight with that.
So what does highlight do?
It's just
So-
like saves it.
It saves it into that little bubble. And so I have, for example, a lot of different highlights. Highlight is kind of like a folder, and not every, because I don't use it with every story, but if I want to share something about listings or sellers, if I have, over the course of however long, whenever, different stories that pertain to listings or sellers, I might share it into that highlight. So that if somebody is looking at my profile, they can click on my highlight about sellers, seller tips. And
then
all
they'll
of
see
the
all
highlights
of
will
the
appear.
sellers. Okay, so that's what it's
Exactly.
asking me to name it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna put down, so for this one, I would put down Red Day, right?
Sure. Mhm.
Because that's.
Yeah,
what-
and then anything pertaining to Red Day that you share in your stories, you can share right to your highlight. This way, when somebody is looking at your profile, they can go right to that highlight and see what you have to say about Red Day. Your stories only last for 24 hours and then they go away. But if you save it into your highlights, they stay there.
Got it, okay. Now, how can I put this story on my feed?
You can do that, but I wouldn't share it with all of those graphics to your feed. You
Oh,
want to
okay.
share that separately to your feed. So if
Feed
you-
means it's on your Instagram page, right?
right. So in your account, if you press the plus sign, then you click on post. Then you select your photo.
Oh, wait a minute. So in my where the person is on the bottom right, is that where I click first?
Yes, well, yeah, you can get it from your home page too. It doesn't really matter either or, but click on the plus sign.
Okay.
Then click on post and select your photo.
Post. Okay. Select photo.
Once
the
you-
same photo that I use, okay.
Mhm.
And then,
And then click the next button,
okay,
and some filters will show up that you can use if you want. It just changes the look a little bit.
got it.
And after you do that, click next and write your caption. So whatever you want to say about your post, you write it in there.
It
then-
says add reminder, you can now add events to your post, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I think that's just like a notification. You can bypass that for now.
And then caption. What did I say on my post again? I said comment, what? I said comment.
You could click the picture and it will show you what it says.
Does anybody else need help, like with posting stories or to your feed? Are you good, Bill? He's very engrossed in what he's doing. Are you good?
Can you hear it?
Can I hear your brain boiling?
I didn't know if you could hear me.
Oh, no, I can't. You went like this. Can you hear it? So. And then you just hit the share button, and that's how you post to your feed.
Did I say great cause or good cause? Shoot, I forgot now. I'm trying to make it a copy it.
So we're going to move on because I think we're going to be running out of time soon. So I wanted to talk to you really quick, not really quick, but about video. So we're back to video. We talked about live video. Has anybody used any other type of video on social media? Anybody on the Zoom call, have you recorded the video and then posted that to social media? Or, you know, we talked about Reels a little bit, we'll get more into that, but has anybody done a video and posted it to social media? I'm gonna guess nobody. Because I know there's people here, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so if you haven't posted a video to social media, I have to ask why. So there are a lot of reasons why people don't, but I'm curious to know why you don't use video on social media. So who wants to share?
A video on social media?
Who wants to share why you don't use video on social media?
I'm just like, oh my God, all these people are watching me. I'm
Okay.
just generally, if it wasn't for my business, I would never have social media. Personal, I would never have.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just like, none of your business what I'm doing.
That's so funny. How about you, Bill?
Yeah, I've posted videos on Facebook, not Instagram.
Videos of yourself talking, or videos that you've taken?
Videos that I've taken,
Okay,
very seldom talking because I don't like to hear myself.
right, okay.
Same
Okay.
here.
This is what I'm looking for, the reasons why we don't. Christina, I'm gonna ask you too, right?
Have
Do
I
you,
ever posted?
I know you use social media a lot, but have
I
you ever
don't
posted
actually.
videos?
So I'm actually bad with social media. I only have like 12 pictures on my Instagram from like the start of when I had it, which was like,
Get out of here.
I'm like not an active like person who uses social media. But like I like know how it's done just because
Well, you're very active within like,
our,
yes,
yeah.
within the marketplace
Right.
and our social media,
But
but
when it
not on
comes to
your
like
own.
personal, like I just feel like, I don't know, like annoying, or like I just don't care enough to like take pictures or videos when I'm in the moment. So I kind of just like, I'm like, oh, okay.
Have you done
Yeah.
it for the marketplace? Because I've only been here for like a few months, so I see what you post, but I don't know if you've ever posted video like at an event.
Oh,
Like
for like my
today,
own thing?
No, for the marketplace.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Like I've done like, I've uploaded things for YouTube. I've done it for like the public and private page.
Have you gone live at all in
Yeah,
an
like
event?
streaming from Zoom to go live on Facebook. Yeah.
Okay.
So I know how it's done. I just choose not to do it.
So do people ever ask you, like, how do you do that? Or like,
Yeah,
I'm afraid to do that. Like, what do people say about doing
like going on social media.
or going on video doing video on social media?
Well, yeah, a lot of people express that they don't really know what they would want to post, or that they don't like the way that they sound, or they think that like when they do it, it's like they come across as awkward or it's uncomfortable. So it's something that's not within their comfort zone.
Yeah. So those are the exact reasons why, you know, that's what I hear people saying all the time too. I remember another realtor actually saying to me one day, this was a while ago, like, someday I'll be like you on social media. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, just do it. You know, what do you mean someday? Oh, I'm afraid, or like, I'm not comfortable. Look, I said this before, I'm really not comfortable sitting here doing this, but I actually am getting comfortable as, you know, the time goes on. It's not a big deal. You have to start somewhere and start with what you have. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a professional. You don't have to have your videos edited. Just start with what you have. Shoot a little video. We as realtors, it's our obligation to share our knowledge with our clients. And in my opinion, with the public, with my community, I want to share what I know about real estate. And I honestly feel like it's my duty to do that. So why not share it with video? Video, I've talked about this before also, that social media is the fastest and easiest way to get in front of most people. Video even more so. So the platforms love video. It's because it keeps people's attention longer. Look, when you post video, people are on the platform longer looking at your video. And the longer they spend on the platform looking at your content, the more people that platform is going to show your video to, and also your other content. So if I produce some videos and they get a lot of traction, which video tends to get more traction than other types of posts, it's keeping people on, say, Instagram that much longer. Instagram loves that. The algorithm loves that. They love the length of time people are staying on the platform, and they love the interaction. So the interaction is really important. The more of that they see as well, the more people they're going to show it to. Why do I want to let people see my videos, even if they don't pertain to business? Because the more people that see my videos, the more people are going to see the rest of my content as well. So video is huge. Video is really the leader of all different formats of sharing your content. And it is getting stronger and stronger. That's where everyone's going. You have to do video. You have to do video if you want to market your business for social media. You don't have to. I mean, I'm not going to tell you that you have to, but I'm telling you that you should. You really should. So what's up?
So when you do video, how long is the video? And pretty much like, how do you make it so that if it's something like so long, how do you like, I mean, basically what is basically content of your videos and how long are they?
So it depends. So like, let's go back and talk about what would we use video for in business. So like, what would you video?
Probably,
that might be long.
Probably, I would say, like, say before the open house happens, I wouldn't mind like videoing like the whole neighborhood, and then after the neighborhood, come to the front door, go and take show the house, go inside, and go like that's a long video.
Right.
Start from the neighborhood to showing the whole house, and then after that, I would want to wait for the people to come, and then also do another video, the people getting on, I mean, you know, like coming in, like whatever, to go see the house and stuff.
Yeah, so those are great ideas. Longer form video is, I think, better on Facebook. Instagram is for shorter form video, although you can do a video that's longer on Instagram, but I feel like people on Instagram are there for little bites of content. So I would use, I would go do a Facebook Live for that. Or if you're not comfortable doing live until you get comfortable, take your video and then post it to Facebook, you know, as your video. I just recommend that once you take your video, you post it. Like, don't look at it 500 times and retake it 500 times because you'll make yourself crazy. So take the video, don't look at it, and just post it. Shorter form video on Instagram is best. You can post a video right in your feed, or you can post video right in your stories. You can take video within the app for your feed or within the app for your stories. It's easy. You just click the plus sign. You select, whoops. You click the plus sign, you select post or story or live, and it'll just, you know, walk you through what you need to do next. Questions? Okay. You know, talking about videos and editing, I mean, this is really what I love about going live, that there are no do-overs. And I might have said this before, but it's fun. You go live. I know that it's scary again, and it's like anything else. Once you do it, you get used to it. You start to get more comfortable, and there it goes. I mean, I have a video show. I have a live, a podcast that's recorded live. I'm on social media all the time. I didn't start there. So you have to start again with where you are and just build on it. As you get more comfortable, you start doing more and more and more. So Instagram Reels, I know that we want to talk about Reels. Reels are short format videos. They're usually 30 seconds. We did touch on it a little bit before. There's a lot that goes into Reels. I'm new at Reels, so it's hard for me to really explain how to do Reels. But I will I will definitely tell you where you can go to learn about Reels. Just make sure that, you know, when you're playing with Reels, you're creating something that's fun and engaging, and it keeps the viewer's attention. Again, 30 seconds, you want to get your message across really quickly. And what I do is I follow, you know, other people that are doing it. If you go to your Instagram account, the middle button, it's like a little box with an arrow in it. If you click on that, you'll see Reels, not in your account, but in the feed, in the main feed. And you can just watch Reels and get ideas. You can save the Reels. If you see a Reel that you like, there's like on the side, there's 3 dots. If you click on the 3 dots, you have an option to save the Reel. I do that a lot. I definitely recommend, though, you start looking for realtors that are using Reels and paying attention to their stuff. If you're clicking a lot on little dogs and cats and fun things, which is fun, you're going to see more of that. But if you are strictly watching, you know, what realtors are doing on Reels, Instagram is going to show you more of what realtors are doing with Reels. And that's a great idea, a great way to get ideas and to start learning how to use it. If you really want to dig into Reels and you want to follow a professional that is amazing at Reels, I recommend that you follow Elise Dharma. It's E-L-I-S-E, Dharma, on Instagram and YouTube. She's like, that's what she does for a living. She teaches people how to use Reels, and she's amazing. For everything social media, I recommend following Katie Lance. Katie Lance is L-A-N-C-E on Instagram and YouTube as well. They both share a lot of information for free. I mean, you can definitely, you know, they do this for a business, so you can definitely like sign up for their courses and stuff like that. But if you follow them on YouTube and Instagram, you can see what they're doing for free. And I've learned a lot from both of them. If you want to follow a realtor that is killing it on Instagram with everything Instagram and Reels, she is true to her brand. She's doing a great job. She's a top agent. She's also a keynote speaker. Her name is Sue Pinky Benson, and Sue is out of Florida. She's fabulous. Watch her. When I say she sticks true to her brand, when you go on her account, you'll see what I mean.
I'm sorry, say Sue Pinky or Perkin?
Pinky.
Like,
Sue Pinky, like the color pink.
Oh,
yeah, her hair is pink. So there's
I found her.
Benson.
Oh, I got her.
B-E-N-S-O-N.
So, so as realtors, Is there one better, like should we be doing reels versus stories or just like
You know what, I would do, like personally, I would do a little bit of all of them because different people are consuming your content in different ways. Like I said before, some people like stories, some people don't like stories. They would rather go through the feed. Some people love to look at reels.
so reels is actually on a separate area where, because like I'm like stories, you go on top, you just go to stories.
Yeah.
So you want to go to the feed, you go to the page and you go to feed.
With
So reels is a whole different area.
yeah, you click on that plus sign and then you select reels and you go to
see all the
reels. But reels is a project. It's definitely a learning process. So you want to just definitely take your time with it, dig in, follow people, see what they're doing. And little by little, I'm telling you, I'm just starting with reels now because I just didn't want to tackle it. But now that I am, it's fun. I posted a reel on Saturday and today it has 10,700 and something views. That's huge for somebody that's new. I mean, I've posted reels that get 300 views. I've posted reels that get 20 views. So this for me is huge. There are realtors out there who are posting and they're getting a lot more reels than I'm getting, but I mean, a lot more views than I'm getting. But I think it's a good start and it's fun. So
what's your name on Instagram?
It's Betti, BETTI_Russo, RUSSO. So one last thing that I just want to say before we sign off, it's 2 o'clock. Podcasts. You'd be surprised at what you can learn from podcasts. So I listen to podcasts while I'm driving all the time, while I'm cleaning, while I'm getting ready for my day. And it's a few that I recommend are, the first is the Garyvee Experience. Most people know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, but his podcast is pretty amazing if you can deal with the fact that he drops the F-bomb quite often. But he really is so intelligent and he's all about sharing everything that he knows and he doesn't share anything that he doesn't have an experience with. He's fabulous. I would definitely listen to that. I listen to the Social Media Marketing Podcast with Michael Stelzner. Michael Stelzner, he will interview every week. He interviews a different professional in the social media marketing world, and I've come to follow a lot of people that he has interviewed, which is oh, that's okay. That's okay. I would definitely listen to the Social Media Marketing Podcast every week. It's a different topic related to social media marketing. And the Know Like Trust podcast, that's my podcast. So I'm a co-host of that podcast, and we interview a lot of people in the real estate space, also social media marketers, all different people who practice know, like, and trust in their business. So definitely, if you want to listen to that, I'd love that. So that's about it. That's it for today, I think. I think that's enough. Does anyone have any questions? I'm happy to answer any questions. Also, if you think about anything afterwards that you want to ask me, you can reach out to me directly on social media, and I'd be happy to help you.
Do you ever have trouble with trying to figure out like what's, like, for example, my goal was, which I was doing good for like a minute, was at least post 2 a week. Like if I could just do 2 posts a week, I feel like how hard is that? It shouldn't be hard, right? Mm-hmm. I mean,
put it in your calendar.
I did.
I do have it in my calendar.
I'm still not doing it. Oh, well. If you look at my calendar, it says like every Wednesday and Saturday. Oh my God, this is coming on. What is this? Like I try to click on reels. I don't know how to get
just turn your volume off.
Okay, there you go. I just press home. Oh my God, because I was trying to see what reel looks like.
Yeah.
So like on my calendar, I literally have every Wednesday. It says do a share a KW listing, because every Wednesday we have listings, right? Is it every Wednesday?
I think so.
Yeah, every Wednesday they share a listing. So I put down share KW listing, and then every Saturday it says post on Facebook and Instagram, just anything. So it could be like KW on Wednesday, maybe personal on Saturday. And as much as I'm doing everything the right way, I'm just not.
Well, it's your mindset. You just have to train yourself to do it. There's nothing that I could do to make you do it. You just have to do it. So put it in your calendar and make sure you do it. And like anything else, once you start getting into a routine, then it just becomes automatic, like brushing your teeth, you know?
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, so.
Oh my God, Christina, we should be accountability partners since we're both like
100%.
Oh
horrible.
my gosh.
You got 12
Do you have any
pictures, I got 10
questions?
pictures since I had
You did?
Instagram.
I found all three.
Oh, good.
Because I did it 3 times because I thought I lost it and it posted 3 times.
Okay, that's okay. All right, thank you, everybody, for
Thank
joining.
you. Are you gonna do a